Okay, starting off in the bottom right, we have Apple Juice from Pigpan Clan, aka CodePortal, and his Zerg opponent will be Shiny, Alpha X Clan, and we'll see what these two get into. So Apple going appears to be going with the low ground wall. I thought it might be a Nexus first for a second there, but does not appear to be the plan. And Shiny's gonna go with the hatch, unless it is blocked. Shiny gonna see that the hatch was not available to get away from the probe. Just gonna place her second hatch right here at the third position. Meanwhile, Gateway starting at the opening of the natural for Apple Juice, and he's got one gas. We'll see how early the second gas comes, and we'll take it from there. But meanwhile, just getting one gas for Shiny. We're gonna get the spawning pool next, I assume. There it is. And the probe just walking around checking out everything that it can. Apple Juice is going to hit his expansion right at the minute-and-a-half mark. And this probe causing as much mischief as it can, stealing minerals from the Zerg side, poking at little drones. It's here to poke some more. So Apple Juice coming to fight in this game, even if it's with the probe. Shiny's gonna get her first Overwatch Scout at the natural base, and we got the core finishing up in the wall. Nexus about halfway done. Pylon finishes, and yep, making probe. Chronoing out the first adept. We're gonna get 2 wings from Shiny, and a bunch more drones. So both players just setting up for a mecha game. Twilight coming down for Apple. So what are we gonna get after that? We'll see with the early Twilight. Chronoing out some probes still though. Apple Juice using all of his chrono up. Parking some wings at the third for Shiny. The third hatch at the natural. About a third of the way done. Overlord getting pushed around from the soccer. Sorry about that. Right there on the camera. My mouse is fucking up. Actually, it's me fucking up with my mouse. Anyways, we've got the adept on the other side of the map. And it is gonna get 2 drones. Might get a third. Yep, and the shade's already on its way as well. I think this is gonna get out. Yep, goes to the third. There is another queen here though, so it doesn't want to stick around long. Shade's again not gonna be able to get away with its life though. Trades it for another drone, however. So 4 drones for an adept, and a little scouting to know that Shiny's playing the macro game. Second adept is in the wall, just for no, well, not going to stay in the wall for long, so not worried about any stuff coming across. Meanwhile, there are a couple Zerglings on their way. And he's trying to hang out in that position in the wall. One Zerg at the third base is to check, the other one at the triangle position, and we'll find nothing there. One in the front of the walkway essentially. We'll see this warp prism on its way, so that's really good for Shiny. Also might see another Nexus get placed right here, so getting a lot of information. Adept comes out to kill that Zergling. This Zergling is going to get a probe, and meanwhile warp prism posting up at the third for a moment, but decides to keep moving on to the main. There are queens here waiting. One of these Dark Templars is shaded in at the bottom. There is no vision here other than the spore on the bottom, but what do we got up top? 1 spore as well. And yeah, so not going to be able to do too much in the mineral lines. 3 drones have fallen, going to get some wings. He fuses into a Archon, and doesn't get the fusion complete. He actually recalled the fusing Archon, so pretty cool move right there. Saves it. And Shiny rolling out with some wings. Knows about this third base over here. Appears to be heading for it. So what will Applejuice do? He's got an Adept, a couple Stalkers, and the Archon. Shiny not going to be able to get too much done with that small group of wings. But Applejuice wants to seek them out. Says, you sure you wanted to come fight? Shiny not so sure about that fight. And Applejuice is just going to keep progressing towards. I don't really know if there's too much here that Shiny has to stop all this. Only 4 wings on the map and 4 queens. Producing 9 roaches currently. Going to have the roach speed as well. So really wants to see those roaches ASAP. There they are. 7 of them just came out. Gonna be a free creep tumor, fresh one as well. So super annoying for the Zerg players when that happens. And Applejuice seems to be content walking home at the moment. Getting all of his forces together. Shiny positioning Lings all around with the Overlord as well. Just good map vision everywhere. Charge about to finish up. More Dark Templars coming in along with an Immortal. So Applejuice starting to beef up his army a little bit. We'll see if he goes back on the offensive. He's got another Warp Prism coming, so he did lose the first one. And more Archons morph in. Shiny's got some wings here, just checking the probe count. And yep, confirms that the army still is at home. +1, finishing for the attacks on CodePortal, and about a quarter of the way, a third of the way done for Shiny on the missile attacks and the melee attacks. CodePortal setting up his offense. Gonna start with some tumors. He's got an observer here, so he's just getting all the tumors. We've got a DT as well, so Shiny's got the overseers though, no problem. Army count favors Shiny, 13 roaches, 3 lings, but all the Archons are pretty strong. 1 DT in this group as well, 2 Immortals. And going into the natural, kind of separating the army a little bit there, but being very effective. CodePortal is getting a big warp in a Zealot of Zealots going into the main. Catches a, I think caught an Overlord, 9 drones as well. Missile attack about to finish. So these attacks will start getting a little stronger. Recalls home. And we got the Zealots down here. They are fighting more roaches and spine crawlers and a queen that appeared. Picks up 4 Zealots, 1 Zealot is left behind. So all in all, about even on worker supply. Ahead in army supply, pretty majorly for Shiny. Mainly in roaches, 16 of them, 19 lings, 2 ravagers. Level 2 attack is going to be halfway done for the Protoss player. And he is trying to do another Zealot drop in with those 4 that he had, but not going to get too much done. Meanwhile, Shiny poking around with 1 ling. This crew will clean that up, no problem. Wonder if Shiny's going to go on the offensive shortly. She's got a pretty good eco set up, another base set up as well, so she knows she just stopped an attack as well from Applejuice. Looks like she's thinking just macro it up, take control of the map. Meanwhile, he dropped those 2 Zealots off in the back of the main. He's going to get the Spore Crawler. He tried to get the Spore Crawler, but not going to be able to really do too much to it. Creep spreading on the left side pretty well for Shiny, so I think we know which way she's going to send her main attack later in the game. Immediately getting the level 3 upgrade out of the forge for his attacks on the ground units as well, Applejuice. So both players doing a really good job spending their money the whole game. Even supply, 10 minutes in. So very, very well played from both players so far. No one really throwing anything away. CodePortal going to be on the aggressive again. He's dropping some zealots at the top base of Shiny, but we're going to keep our eye on the main army down here. He starts with a zealot, an overlord that will supply block her. And he is going to get a couple drones, getting in there to fight the roaches. The Zerg army's strong, however. And I think that all this toss is going to get cleared up. It's going to be pretty close. There we go. The little broodlings are out to chase him down. And 2 Immortals, 2 Archons, and a Sentry survived that. Over here, though, it looked like it was, I'm not sure how many Zealots actually ended up coming in on this side. Wanted to keep our eyes on the main army. But this hatch didn't fall. It looked like 11 workers in total. They hatch on 33 life. Need to get some transfuses on that to get its health back up. Apple Juice trying to stick around and finish that off. He really wants that last 36 life off of that thing. Drops a Zealot off. Zealot not up for the mission. Warping in. Shiny super on top of it all though. Warp Prism pretty close to losing its life as well. So after that, Apple Juice ahead in workers. He's up to 80, so that's 16 ahead of Shiny. He's getting the Thermal Lancing. We know what comes after that. We're going to get the Colossi. 2 of them are on their way. So 4 more gates coming as well. So these guys are really gearing up their armies. We've got the Hydras coming out now for Shiny. And yep, this base will be getting put back up as well on the left side of the map. They have both their main armies right here on the right side. CodePortal still walking around looking for where he wants to go. Finds the creep over here. He does have an observer. He's going to be able to get an overlord once again. And sets Shiny back on that. This is the lurker upgrade, I do believe. Yep, so lurkers will be out. And the lurkers are here. Let's see. Apple Juice knows that he does not want to go into that. Fortunately for him, he's got the observer. Colossus are here. They've got the range. Think he might be stepping a little too much onto these lurkers, but he's still got 4 Archons. The 3rd Colossus shows up. He's got plenty of sentries here. So Shiny pulls back. And yeah, Apple Juice just gonna eliminate this hatch. Over here on the top side of the map, it looks like we had a Zealot run by as well. These roaches are not sure how to attack currently. They're just mind-blowing what's all going on. Another row of workers here. GG is called. Apple Juice really well played. Starting in the top left and starting on top of the scoreboard is Apple Juice. He's up 1-0. He's switched to Terran. And we will see what he's up to. He appeared to be off with 2 SCVs, but he's going to just be off with 1. Probably do a low ground wall. And yes, okay, nothing too crazy. So his opponent with nothing too crazy to worry about at the start of this game is Shiny. And let's see what they get into again. Shiny opting for the macro style game. CodePortal pretty macro heavy as well, but a little more on the aggressive side. So that was his toss game though, last round. Starting off with the Rex and the depot. Probably gonna get a second depot, I imagine, pretty shortly in this wall. And we'll see if he starts off with Reapers or what it'll be. Yep, gonna be the second Rex right here. Shiny gonna take the 17 hatch. There it is. No gas, 1 gas from CodePortal, so You can make a couple Reapers off of that, but you're not going to go mass Reapers, I don't believe. Alright, immediately gets the orbital and one Reaper. Gonna throw down the depot here for the wall. And Shiny's Overlord making their way around the map, just checking out everything. Hatch halfway done, pool is up, and 2 workers on gas on the Zerg side. So this is not a full wall, maybe an add-on or something, but we're gonna get 2 Reapers. Apple Juice appears to set for an expand as well. He's gonna stay on 1 gas. And 2 more Reapers are queued up. So, let's see. First Reaper going over here, checking for a 3rd base, so we're just going straight into the natural actually, yeah. Thought he might just try and hang out for a minute. Sees the queen, and drops a bomb to run out of there. Right back in goes Apple Juice. Right back out goes Apple Juice. His other Reaper buddy has arrived. And now the queen will know. Okay, so he's after the drones. Queen here doing everything she can. Apple Juice attempting to fight the queen with 2 Reapers. 3rd Reaper here now. He's not got any more in production. So I do believe this is going to be all the early aggression. He's producing 3 Marines at home, probably just to keep him there for a little defense. He really doesn't want to let Shiny spread any creep out of the natural, I think is what his goal is right here. Appears to be interested in jumping up top. Shiny is going to set the 3rd base, and all the drones get pulled, so he's denying a lot of mining time, forcing out a lot of lings. He's got a group of about 12 chasing him here maybe. Little does he know that he would love to get this drone down here. The drone is going to turn into a hatchery though. There it is. So the 3rd hatch is down safe. And no more lings being produced. Shiny on top of the drones again for a minute. Reapers are down. On the other side of the map though, we have Stem starting up pretty early from the Terran player. It's already about halfway done. He's got 1 factory coming, and yeah, 3rd CC as well. So going to be a very economic build after the Reaper start for him. Shiny, not prone to letting this happen so easily though. Going to try and be a counter-aggressive herself. Apple Juice inviting the lings inside for a brief moment, decides that's not the right idea. Shiny would love to get this tech lab. No idea how much that she would love to get that tech lab right now. +1 attack just started, so we've got 2 eBays. Yep, there's the +1 defense going to be starting as well. And Shiny just hanging out with the lings, spreading creep at home. The Marines do have their stem now, and they use it. And those lings are no longer a problem. 3 of them get out with their lives. Apple Juice setting his Marines at the front ramp. Throws down 2 gases, so we know he's going to be teching up. He was sticking with the 2 barracks production and the 3 CCs coming up early. So now he's going with a 3rd barracks. Going to have the CC float right over to the reactor that the factory built. And factory going to go for the tech lab. 2 more racks on top, so 511. He's got the 3rd CC landed. 2nd base is fully saturated. So other side of the map, we've got just 1 less worker. Not as many on gas, just taking the 2nd gas overall for Shiny. So still sticking with the lings for a long time. We are getting the Evo chamber for another upgrade. We get the level 1 carapace from the Evo chamber that's already there. 4th base going down. So on Apple Juice side, he's got a reactor on that 3rd barracks that he built. Pretty sure we'll see reactors on the 4th and 5th racks as well. loading up 2 medevacs, so 16 Marines. Gonna go do some creep clearing, maybe just drop in some mineral lines. We'll see. The way he's slowing down, I'm expecting creep clearing. Yep, gets off of the creep. Gonna start dropping Marines. Meanwhile, to the right, Lings are crunching on the rock. And they are gonna get a little surround on these Marines, but not really, because they are all the way over here still. Marines definitely down to fight these queens. Gonna get 1, 2. 2 queens fell for the price of 3 Marines. So, CodePortal not gonna let that creep come down the stairs. And attempts to go to the right side. 3 more creep tumors. 4 or 5 actually. That was a lot of creep tumors in one scan. Feels good for the Terran. Not so good for the Zerg. So the upgrades will be finishing. We're getting tanks and sensor towers on the other side of the map now. So CodePortal really getting his stuff in order. Clearing out a lot of creep right now. Destroying all of Shiny's hard work. 2 more gases come at the third base. The way that CodePortal is gearing up army right now, I think he's definitely interested in attacking. So these are tech labs. All 3 of them are tech labs. Wonder if we're going ghost, or I wonder what we're doing with those. We'll find out. I don't think there's any reason to go ghost just yet, though. More creep clearing. Tank sieged up at the back on the low ground. And Shiny is got a ton of queens here. The tanks are in position to shell out on this side of the gap, though. So that's really good for the Terrans. Marines not getting a ton done currently. The banelings are here. Shiny's really just gathering all the army. 21 banelings, 59 lings, 12 queens. Everything's here pretty much. Producing 5 hydras. But the Marines press forward. More medevacs arrive, more Marines arrive. The tank's creeping forward as well now. Sieges up on the high ground in the back. Destroying all the creep. Shiny being very patient with her army. Gets a Marine with the Queen. Gonna get the other free Marine. Doesn't get the other Marine. CodePortal also being very patient. Second tank is forward now. Liberators are here. Gonna start picking on these ground units as best they can. Sieges off all around the bio. Meanwhile, Shiny with a backstab. Big group of Lings find 2 Marauders and a bunch of SCVs. Let's keep our eye down here, though. Banelings get a pretty good group of Marines, but not a ton of them. And Shiny's just sending in everything she's got. Huge Baneling explosions, but there's just so much Terran here. A couple Hydras and Queens live to tell the story. And yeah, CodePortal's going to keep pushing through, I'm pretty sure here. No problem. All the Queens transfusing as much as they can. Liberators siege up in this tight little area. It's really hard for Zergs to fight. Yeah, Liberators here, tanks in the back. Beautiful done, beautiful job by CodePortal. Okay, so Apple Juice in the Till Terran units. He's up 2-0 in this series, and he's trying to end it on Royal Blood. But his opposition, Shiny, is not going to allow that so easily. Playing Vera macro heavy throughout the series so far. And we'll see if there's going to be any switch up from that. Apple Juice building the barracks on the ramp to the main this time, as opposed to 2 racks on the low ground. And we'll we'll see what happens after this. Hmm. 17 hatch from Shiny. This drone is not on a normal scouting pattern. Maybe just checked. Just took a lap, really. Oh, that's fine though. Shiny just wanted to see what was out there. Decides to come back and make a gas with that very drone. So Reaper first. Apple Juice sending the scout along the map. Gonna see that it was a normal time hatch. Gonna finish around 2 minutes. And CodePortal takes his expansion. He's still on the one gas. We'll probably see a Marine right after the Reaper, and probably a reactor afterwards. There's the Marine. We'll probably see a factory come up as well momentarily. Shiny going for some lings. Just 4 of them though. And drones behind it. So the Reaper down here with an SCV as well, actually. Looked like an extractor trick from Shiny to save a drone, and gets the 3rd down place at the low ground. Lings are here, as well as a Queen to chase the Reaper off. And the Reaper gets down to pretty low life, but gonna get away with its life. And its SCV buddy gonna lead it home. Actually, the SCV is going home. Reaper standing in the back, probably gonna jump up in here in about 20-30 seconds. So we got speed coming from Shiny, and a starport from Apple Juice. He's gonna be making Hellions with his reactor right here. Reaper back in the main, and does not accomplish anything. Maybe got 1 kill, but not to the. Fakes like he was going to the front, jumps right back up. There's a grenade, denies mining time, and a Spore Trick to save the drone. And the Reaper's going to get out with his life once again. Just being very annoying. Meanwhile, Overlord, getting a good vision of everything going on, sees the Hellions coming out of the factory with reactors, sees the starport with a tech lab making something, so probably has seen this build a million times. And Apple Juice rolls out with 4 Hellions, 1 Reaper. Shiny did get supply blocked losing that Overlord. 3 in production though, so shouldn't set her back too much. One Reaper, 2 Hellions. 1 Reaper, 1 Hellion is, hanging out at the front, while the other 2 Reaper gonna go check on this 3rd base on the low ground. They will find Queens. So CodePortal is trying to sneak by whatever he can right now. But 2 Queens are kind of annoying for the cars. And now there are 5 Queens. CodePortal just trying to maybe lure her out a little further to where he thinks his mobile units can get into the mineral line. Drops a grenade, pushes 1 Queen back. All these Queens decide that it is time to plant creep. Couple more Hellions at the bottom over here, so CodePortal really spreading out the army right now. Queens are here though, so that means they are surely not up here. And he finally pulls the Zerg too far one way. Gonna get a couple drones. The Lings are here. There is a grenade, and we just see barbecued Lings flying left and right, man. Really good attack from CodePortal. Meanwhile, he is getting a queen down here with 3 Hellions as well. So that was pretty nice for him. 224 resources favoring CodePortal. Felt like it would have been a little more, but here we are. The Banshees with their cloak are here. So let's see what they can get into. There's a Spore Crawler in every base, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Even the 4th base, which just came up. So the cloak going to be rendered pretty useless unless Apple Juice can get into a decent spot. This is considerably a decent spot, but Shiny pulls back into the Spore Crawler range, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Spore Crawler is here. You can get the Spore Crawler, I'm pretty sure, with these 2 Banshees. It looks like one would lose its life. Couple drones. And now going to take some hits on the hatchery. CodePortal finds one little sweet spot. 3 Hellions turned away from over here, trying to kill some creep, but a lot of Lings instead. And he is going to have the blue flame on those Hellions from here on out. Decides to run up the ramp. He's got a lot of Hellions. So this is going to be Hellion, Cyclone, Banshee, it appears. Cyclones are here, taking out Overlord. It's going to further supply block Shiny. Shiny has 5 Overlords in production. Another Queen drops. And getting speed as well from the Tech Lab on the Banshees. So those are going to be very annoying to deal with. That was a huge Baneling hiss, though. All of the car parts have exploded. CodePortal trying to figure out if it is worth keeping the aggression going right now. He's got 2 Cloaked Banshees over here. He's going to keep up with the cars. More Banelings and Lings. The Lings won't do much. Banelings won't either if they cannot catch the cars. But Shiny's got 4 Roaches coming out, so those will be the units to fight the cars with more appropriately. Not so much the Banshees. So Apple Juice decides to go around the left side of the map. He will find a plethora of creep tumors if he scans right here, not being guarded. There they go. 3, 4, 5, 6 up down as well. And a bunch of Lings here that the cars will have no problem frying up. Banelings are here. Let's see what kind of hits they can get. Only 1 Cyclone, it looked like, for 3 Banelings. And they find the hatch up top as well, so that was super unfortunate for Shiny. CodePortal, maybe smelling a little blood. He's pushing his aggression. There are a lot of Hydras and some Roaches behind all these Lings now, though. So definitely going to slow down his push now that he realizes how many Roaches are here. He's getting the +2 armor. He's got he's actually just getting the armor upgrades for his units right now. No attack upgrades. He's getting the plating for the planetary as well, or the building armor as well. Interesting. So a couple Lings down here took out some SCVs, but CodePortal brings a hell of a lot of cars home. These Cloaked Banshees are being really annoying to the Queens, it appears. Trying to get more creep tumors. There is an Overseer with the Queens though, so not going to get a ton done with them. Shiny immediately transfuses the Queen and took a hit. All the cars driving by at the top of the map. I don't know if there's going to be enough Roach production behind this. We got 4 Infestors have joined the field. They get a Fungal, but only gets 1 of the cars. A bigger Fungal there could have been crazy. Cloaked Banshees into the main. The car army pulling away. Back up to this hatchery. Being very, very hard for Shiny to get a hatchery established after the first 3 or 4. So now we're getting the +1 attack for the factory units on CodePortal's side. It's about halfway done though. Adrenal glands coming for the Lings on Shiny's side. Muscular augment as well. I think that's the roach speed. So doing a really good job, Shiny is. As annoying as CodePortal is being, Shiny's still holding her own. CodePortal is on 4 bases. She's on 5. 6 more drones fall though, and Shiny appears to maybe go for a surround. CodePortal not going to let it happen. Very happy to just drive away from the Lings. CodePortal actually might drive right into this. Very good job by Shiny. That was super good to not give up on the surround at this point and further push this way. Destroys all the cars essentially. So 12 Cyclones and 6 Hellions, 3 Banshees at home for CodePortal. He gets a good scan looking at the army. There is no observer, there's no detection here for the Zerg. Banelings just coming in, messing up everything that they can. Hiders, Roaches pushing forward. We're getting to the SCVs. The SCVs are attacking. There is still no detection, so good job by CodePortal taking out the Infestor. 1 Infestor down, 3 more survive. And he's trying to push all these vehicles. All the Zergs are just getting crushed by the cars. And Shiny's lost a lot of army there. Producing 9 Roaches, 14 more Lings. But this is going to be hard to stop this ball of Terran right here. This hatch is definitely going to fall. Unless CodePortal just keeps pushing through. Seems happy with just destroying everything in his way. Banelings, Lings, Roaches chasing after. They are not going to be fast enough to catch them. They are not going to be able to attack the Banshee even if they could catch them. Baneling hits going off, but there's still just so much Terran here. A couple more Cyclones at the bottom. Queens are here to finally start working on the Banshees. Transfuses going off on the Queens. Roaches trying to fight cars, but they are severely outnumbered for what they need right now. Roach is still getting locked on and kited by Cyclones. This hatch is going to fall, just getting destroyed by Cyclones. And stuff calms down for a brief moment. CodePortal finds another hatchery. This hatch will fall. Poking over here with 1 Cyclone, as this Cyclone will surely get surrounded by Lings and not be able to cause any more damage. CodePortal pushes back into the left side towards the main. We get a scan of the creep. He's fighting all the Roaches. Good Baneling hit. Baneling hits are going to put this attack a little slower, but he's still on the aggressive. Shiny's got a huge group down here, morphing into Banelings and stuff, going to try and take out this Planetarian or command center, but the Cyclones find the Banelings morphing in right now. Very big for CodePortal. Banelings are active, getting hits on the Cyclones. Not going to be able to come near the PF, though. The Banelings aren't. The Roaches do a little damage, but PF's going to stand. And all in all, this has been a crazy game. About a 20 worker lead for Shiny. Armies are evened out. So, Shiny establishing this hatchery once again. But for how long? As CodePortal is on the right side of the map now, scanning, clearing creep, kiting Roaches, kiting Lings. And we're getting the Ravagers morphing in. Locked on to the hatchery. The hatchery will fall, being pummeled by the Cyclones. Looked like we got a fungal shot on the cars, so that was very good. And Applegate is just being ever so aggressive with his units this game. Zerg's gonna try and take out the rocks, get a little easier pass for surrounding all these fast-ass cars. This hatch not gonna stand a chance, I don't believe, with all the cyclones here. But getting chased away by Ravagers, Roaches slowly. The hatch is canceled. Immediately thrown right back down. Roaches, Ravagers being kited off of creep. They cannot chase these cyclones. The cyclones are so strong. Apple Juice scanning left and right. So Shiny's mineral income is pretty low right now. 1,500 per minute. As she is forced to keep making Lings. She's getting level 3 missile upgrade. Meanwhile, level 2 attack about a third of the way done for Apple Juice. He's sticking with the Hellion Cyclone Banshee this whole time. And he is trying to establish a base in the middle of the map. Meanwhile, right side of the map was getting attacked. CodePortal, super impressive.